What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Hope everybody's having a great day or night whenever you're watching this. I know I am. There's been some great basketball on lately, and tonight the NBA rookies have been amazing. They've been really, really good, and I want to talk about a few of them, namely Evan Mobley, Jalen Green, and Scottie Barnes. I'm not going to talk about who I think is going to win Rookie of the Year because I personally don't really care. I think they're all deserving in one way or another. But let's talk about them real quick. I want to start with Evan Mobley. Tonight, he had 20 points, 17 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 blocks. He's just a monster. And he did this without Jared Allen in the game. So he really stepped up and played the center role really, really well and helped him get a good win over a tough team like the Raptors. I know the Raptors are missing some players, but it's any win in the NBA is a good win, especially when you win by, 5+ points or whatever it was. They played really well. He was a big, big reason why the rebounds were just his physical presence was there. And when I watch him, because I've tried to watch as many Cavs games as I could. And when I watch him, I see a lot of like Anthony Davis, like in terms of the play style in him, where I think he's a little bit more aggressive at his age than Anthony Davis was, but just the build, the defensive ability, because I think he's going to be insane on defense, especially as his career goes on. He had 3 blocks tonight, just alone. I think he's very, very good on defense, and I think the offensive game, like he's got touch. He's not a 3-point shooter yet or anything like that, but he's got touch, so he's got some finesse to him, but he can also bang bodies in there. So I really think he's got a really solid future ahead of him. A lot of all-star appearances. I really love it. I don't have a comparison for Jalen Green or Scottie Barnes because they're just very unique in how the play style they have. But Evan Mobley, I see a lot of Anthony Davis in him. His last 10 games, 12.5 points, 7.3 rebounds, 2.5 assists, and 1.7 blocks, almost a steal a game. He shoots pretty efficiently. He's, you can see why he got drafted as high as he did. And I'm happy for him. I hope he continues this run. I want to see these Cavs in the playoffs. I really have a lot of hype for them, a lot of hope. I love Darius Garland, but he's not playing this video. Next one, Jalen Green. I want to talk about Jalen Green because he probably started off the slowest out of all these guys. But personally, I think that's because he plays a much different position. He's kind of like a tweener between like point guard and shooting guard. So his roles are a little bit different than like Evan Mobley and Scottie Barnes, where it's more like defend, rebound, and try and fit in an offense and try and make your presence. But when you're playing point guard and shooting guard, you have a little bit different responsibilities, and it's a lot harder, in my opinion, to be good off the bat. That's why players like Josh Giddey and stuff like that, I'm not going to talk about in this video, but I really like what they're doing because it's like a quick adaptation to the league, like John Morant had too. But Jalen Green tonight against speaking of John Morant, a very, very good Memphis Grizzlies team. He had 24 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. He shot efficiently, only had a couple turnovers. He had a really, really solid game. They beat the 2 seed in the West, and he was a very big reason why. I know Kevin Porter played well, Christian Wood played well, but Jalen Green played well in a big spot. And he's been doing it lately too. His last 10 games, 19.1 points, 3.1 rebounds, 2.7 assists, 1.2 steals. He's shooting about 47% from the field, 38 from 3. He's starting to catch along there. And that's this guy. It's usually what you see happen with these young guys is they struggle out the gates at their position. And then as the season goes on, especially because like the Rockets are not playing for anything anymore, and they get the reins start to get let go a little bit. They get more freedom, and you start to see them play, making bigger impacts and things like that. So I think he's going to continue this trend because I think he's got a very, very spectacular future ahead of him. His bounce and the jump shots will, it's going to come. The consistency is going to come. And the IQ is going to get there as well in terms of like knowing how to play the positions at an elite level. I really like what Jalen Green's been doing lately. He deserves a lot of credit, and I'm very proud of him. Before I get to Scottie Barnes and how amazing he's been, especially in the last 10 games and especially tonight, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And if you enjoy this kind of video, please like the video. I really appreciate it. But Scottie Barnes, great game tonight. 19 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals, and a tough loss against Evan Mobley and Darius Garland and the Cavaliers. But still, that's an excellent stat line. He played very well. You could tell he was playing confident out there, playing aggressive, head down. He wasn't going to give up an inch, and I loved how he played tonight. I haven't caught too many Raptors games and throughout this year, but the ones I have, he's been pretty darn good in each of them. I think he scored over 40 pretty recently too. He might have had like 46. I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, crucify me in the comments. That's fine. But his last 10, 15.1 points, 7 rebounds, 2.6 steals, 2.6 assists, my bad, 1.6 steals, shooting about 53% from the field. So he's doing it effectively, playing defense. And he's got like this, I don't really know how great he can be. He seems like one of those guys where the ceiling is, you just don't know where it's at because he can play defense, he can dribble, he runs the floor, he has a high motor. He's efficient. Like there's just so much good stuff to look at with him. And I really like the Raptors. People kind of gave him a little bit of like flack because they have Pascal Siakam for drafting him instead of Jalen Suggs. And honestly, I didn't really have an opinion because I don't follow college as much and I don't have an expert opinion on it. So I just kind of leave it where it is. But he's looking like it was a great pick because he's fitting in really well. And Fred VanVleet's your starting point guard. That's a good way to go. Gary Trent's a really good too. The mix between him and Siakam's been nice so far. It hasn't been too much of a collision course or anything like that where they're fighting each other for minutes and, bad continuity. That hasn't really been an issue. The Raptors are, I believe they're a playoff team right now or a play-in team, one of the two. But, Scottie Barnes is a big reason why. And he deserves a lot of credit for that. So these three guys, I really wanted to put some light on them, give them some credit, because there's so much when it, because they're rookies. It's like, oh, well, this guy deserves to be rookie of the year. This guy deserves to be rookie of the year. I don't care who wins the rookie of the year. It'll probably be Cade more than likely, but it's not a big deal to me because each of these guys is deserving of it. So whoever wins. Who cares? It's not like some toxic thing like Donovan Mitchell and Ben Simmons was 4 or 5 years ago, whatever it was. This is like these guys all have incredibly bright futures, and they're all kind of like they all play different, which is kind of nice. They're not like all ball dominant players. Like they can play off of it and make a huge impact. It's a nice blend, and I really I enjoy this style of basketball that these players play. So yeah, let me know in the comments how you're feeling. If you're a Cavaliers fan or a Rockets fan or a Raptors fan, or you're just an NBA fan that was like what these rookies are putting on, like I am. I really want to know how people think. If you want to tell me who you think the rookie of the year is, go ahead, put it in the comments. I'm completely cool with it. I'll be responsive and try and, but if you're going to do it, you got to have some good reasoning for it because everybody has a great argument. If you have no argument for it, don't even waste your time. But, yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please like it. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I really appreciate it. It helps me a ton. And these rookies have been amazing. Maybe I'll do one on Josh Giddey and Cade Cunningham and Jalen Suggs, who's been turning it up as of late too. I don't know. We'll figure it out. These three tonight were absolutely amazing. They deserve a lot of credit, a lot of love, and I wanted to give it to them. So I'm done here. Peace.